Good day everyone, welcome to day 2 of the Network Advertising Networking with PS program. So today we'll be looking at networking tools in Linux. We'll be looking at some common tools which helps us to do networking in Linux. Let's say you get connected to a network. So the first thing you have to find out is the IP address assigned to you. So to do that, there are a couple of commands to use. The first we're looking at is the ifconfig command, which shows the list of interfaces and shows the IP address assigned to each of them. So my WLAN 7 interface has an IP address assigned to it. The loopback interface has the 127.0.0.1, which is the default address for the loopback interface, and my server does not have an IP address attached to it because it's not connected. So ifconfig is the way of doing things. It is considered to be the old way of doing things, so you can also achieve the same result by using the IP command. So if you do IP addr then show, you get similar results. It also shows you the interfaces and the addresses assigned to each of them. So the difference between ifconfig and IP commands is just like when you are comparing the difference between apt-get and apt. Back in the days, you used to install with apt-get install then whatever, but now you can actually install just using apt then install. So you achieve the same result to both of them, just different commands and maybe a shorter form of running a particular command. So ifconfig and IP addr shows you the interface and also shows you the IP address assigned to the particular interface. So the other command we'll be looking at is the route command, which shows you the gateway the system is using. Similarly, you can also achieve the same results by using the IP route command. That also shows you the gateway the interface is using. Also look at netstart. This command helps us to know the active connections we have. So it shows you the active connections, the protocol used, the address, the states, either it is listening or connected or the likes. So netstart is also considered to be the old way of doing things. You can also use ss command to achieve the same results. So these different commands, they give you the same results, just different ways of running them. So the ifconfig and the IP addr show gives you the same results, just different commands. Same thing as the route and the IP route, same thing as the netstart and the ss commands. Then next we'll be looking at some network discovery tools and scanning tools. For network discovery tools, we'll be looking at the ping command. So the ping command, according to the manual, it sends an ICMP echo request to network host. So to determine if a particular system is up, if the IP address is up, it sends an echo request to the system. Now if the system responds with an echo reply, it knows the system is up. If the system does not reply, it may mean the system is down or system is blocking ICMP packets. So the ping command is used to test the aliveness of a system. So to do that, we can use ping and try to ping our local host, which we know should be up. So running ping 127.0.0.1 shows the reply, which means the system is up. And you can also use the same command to test any IP address to know if it's up. You can say, for example, you want to check if google.com is up, you can use ping google.com and you can see we are getting replies. Also, one small thing to notice that the reply from ping, if you check the TTL here, I have 64 and the TTL I have 117. These TTLs can sometimes help you determine the kind of operating system running. So it is common to have the TTL of 64 for a Linux system. Then for Windows you have around 127. So you can use that to sometimes determine the operating system running on a particular server or system. Then we can also use another command, net discover. This command helps you to scan a particular block to see which devices are connected to that address range. Moving on to scanning tools, we'll be looking at Nmap. Nmap is considered the Swiss Army knife for scanning and enumeration. To get more details about it, you can do man Nmap to read about Nmap, what it does, and different switches. So you have an IP address, you pinged it, and you know it is responding to packets. That means the system is alive. Now you want to know what services are running, what ports are open on that particular system. Nmap can help with that. You can use Nmap, then give it the IP address, and it will show you the ports that are open. Currently I don't have any ports open on this, so I'm going to open up one. I'm going to start a Python 3 server on port 8000. Then I will run the command again. Now you can see that we have this service HTTP, state is open, it's running on port 8000, and the protocol is TCP. So Nmaps can help us determine the services, ports, protocols, and the states on a particular system. So rounding up, we'll also be looking at connecting to services, how to connect to services, be looking at how to connect to FTP and how to connect to SSH. To connect to FTP, you simply have to do FTP, then give it the IP address you want to connect to, and it's going to prompt you for a username and a password. And the same with connect to SSH, you have to use SSH, the username at the IP address, and it's going to prompt you for the password. The task that will be assigned for tomorrow, which is day 3, you are required to log in to a remote system using SSH. You are also be required to get some files via FTP. So to be doing that, you will be connecting to the remote system via SSH after you have connected to the VPN network. To connect to the VPN network on Linux, you simply have to use OpenVPN, then the name of your VPN file. If you're on Windows, you can also download the OpenVPN client. Also, we have a tutorial for that, so I'm going to be dropping the link in the description. So if you want to look up how to connect via OpenVPN, you can look that up and connect to it. So once you're connected to the VPN network, you can then use SSH to log in to the server and complete the task. That will be all for day 2. Thank you guys again for joining, and we'll see you as day 3. Bye.